Hey friends, I wanted to pop in here on this Friday after I've taken a shower, no longer smell like a goat, and I wanted to talk about something that I personally struggle with in my own life, which is finding the successes along the way. And that's why my mantra is progress over perfection, and some is better than none, done is better than perfect, because I'm a recovering perfectionist. And I've come so far thanks to personal development and coaching and just showing up to this space every day for over 4 years. But yesterday I listened to a live video that Viviana shared about how she doesn't allow herself to rest. Like, it's never good enough. And there's always the next thing. And that's totally me. Like, I actually try and schedule downtime. Otherwise I just won't do it. There's always something to do. And even like with TV, I find myself compulsively clicking, because if I'm going to spend this time, it has to be like worth it. And I should be learning something, and I should be folding laundry. So that's why I emphasize so much in here the whole progress over perfection, because that's my area of opportunity. That's like my personal struggle as well. And if you're my soul sister, then you totally get that. So I want you today to assess your week. I know I tell you all the time, like, don't look in your rearview mirror. What's already happened doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, but it also does matter. I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth for a minute, okay? So bear with me. So I need you to see if you're not where you want to be on your own journey, whatever that means for you. If you're not hitting the goals that you have set for yourself, I need you to do some assessment and to figure out why are you in your own way, and what are you doing to sabotage yourself? And so I want you to rearview mirror for a couple minutes at some point this weekend to see like what clues you left behind. What are your triggers? And make a plan for this coming week to not like cure them, right? But I want you to pick one thing and then figure out a way that you can celebrate when you actually show up. And if you are afraid of the success, well, then maybe you do some journaling, or maybe you do some tapping, EFT, on it. But it just really resonated with me. And like today, I was feeling like I have been going 5 million miles a minute for a while. And that's why I asked Brianna to come in here, because Brianna's helped me so much with my energy and with like slowing down and dealing with my fight or flight, and just really listening to myself and listening to what I need, and then actually doing that. Because so many of us, we already know what we need to do. You say it, like Brianna said, like we say what we need to do. I really need to take a nap, or I really need to take a break, or I need to drink more water, I need to eat more vegetables. Like, we know that, so why are we not actually doing it? So look back at this past week, and if it's been victorious, I want you to celebrate that. And if there's been any wins, I want you to celebrate that. But if you're not where you want to be in your life right now, in your fitness journey, in your marriage, in your relationships as a parent, like, I want you to not to beat yourself up, and not to put it on a pedestal all the ways you're falling short, or you suck, or you just can't do this, but to find like one thing that you can tweak. And not like a huge thing, like not like pay off all your debt. Like, I want it to be some small, manageable thing so that you get momentum, so that you can get traction. Because this entire group, this entire process, this is your life. It's your journey, okay? It's not going to look like anyone else's. It shouldn't look like anyone else's. And the wins come, you get momentum, not motivated. You get momentum when you start to identify those areas that you are winning. Like, I got my water in. I made my shake. I took a shower. Like, I can sit here for a minute and celebrate the fact that I'm caught up on laundry and my house is clean. And even if it's not, it doesn't mean I'm failing. It just means I'm human. And I have a lot of people with a lot of clothes. So that's what I'm asking of you to do this weekend or today. To do a little assessment and figure out what is one area of your life that you can tweak, that you can clean up, that you can give a little more love, a little more attention, a little more grace, because this isn't a rabbit hole. I don't want you to be like, oh, all the bad words, like, I'm sucking at this, I can never do it, I always get behind, this is where I sabotage, it's how it always works. No, we're not doing that. But in order to change your behavior, you have to be aware of it. You have to be able to identify it. So if you haven't already, go through and watch those videos that Brianna made for us. They were super awesome. I pinned them Take some time and listen to yourself. Like, you're saying what you need. And the crazy thing about all of this is I asked Brianna to share like a quick energy routine, which I do every single day. I actually have it written on a whiteboard or on a blackboard right there. So every single day I see it and I can just do it. My kids do it. I gave them an allowance to do it this summer. But I also asked her to talk about listening to your intuition, because I've gotten that same message from a few of you. And I thought it was just like this like interesting nudge. And so I wanted her to talk about it. And last night, I was killing myself cleaning because my mother-in-law is coming, and she doesn't judge me on my house, I'm sure, but I just feel like I have to pretend to have my shit all together. And I had written on my whiteboard on like Tuesday, I listened to an Oprah video, and she was talking about your life. Listen to your life. It gives you clues. And then Brianna said it the very next day in her video, that listen to yourself. Like, you give yourself clues. You're telling yourself what you need. So what do you need? What do you need? And what steps can you take? What actions can you take, little tiny baby ones, to get momentum on your journey? Because when you start to get wins, when you start to celebrate the ways that you showed up, that's how you get momentum, you guys. And that's how it starts to snowball, and you change so many areas of your life. It starts with one decision. And it starts with you making the commitment to show up and to see it through. I'm not motivated to work out every single day. I really don't want to. Today I was like, I'm supposed to do 2 workouts. I really don't want to. But I did it because I made a commitment, and it's not an option. I'm going to show up because this is my life. And I am worth it. I'm not going to kill myself, okay? So those of you who are like, oh, you should listen to your body and take a rest. I know. I'm aware. That's what I'm working on right now. But I also know I can't rest if I don't show up the way I need to show up. And for me, that means moving my body. Does it mean modifying? Hell yeah, I modify like a boss. I modify. I do this my way. My journey doesn't need to look like anyone else. It doesn't need to look like the people on the TV. It doesn't need to look like people on Instagram. It doesn't need to look like anyone else in here. And that's what I want for you as well. But I want you to identify the little areas that you can shift and adjust, because it's a living, breathing thing, your journey. And if you're not constantly shifting and adjusting and doing the personal development and taking in the positivity and celebrating all the ways that you are getting success, no matter how minuscule they are, no matter how minuscule, you took half the serving of fries, you drank your water, you went to bed 15 minutes early, you didn't get on your phone first thing in the morning, you practiced gratitude, you listened to a podcast while you were driving your kids, all those things will change your life. Not all at once, but all those little tiny actions, all those decisions, all those little actions, the deposits you put in your personal piggy bank, that's how you change your life. So drop them below. I want to know, what is an area, a little something that you can tweak, that you can realign, that you can adjust? What is that thing, and how will you show up to it this weekend and next week? And you know what? You're going to fail. You're going to set an intention to not eat potato chips, and then you might eat potato chips. And that doesn't mean that you just throw your hands up in the air and you say all the bad words and you're like, screw it, I'm meant to be a potato-shaped person. No, you're not. You're just human, and it's okay. It's okay to stop. It's okay to hit a wall. It's okay if things don't feel easy. It is okay. It's your journey. Honor it, embrace it every single day. Just set the intention that you're going to do the best you can, and you're going to use what has happened as data, but you're not going to allow it to dissuade you from continuing to show up every single day. Drink your superfoods.